Diablo Season 7, Session 6. It's probably like Session 8. But so be it. And that go away. Minimize that. There we go. Get that. Pop out my chat. Yes. Seek renewed blessings. Till February 18th, activate any shrine and sanctuary to earn 100% bonus experience and auspicious powers. Ooh. Well, let's see what's in the shop. Turdy bird, honey. Just stay down. Lunar Awakening. Yeah, they want real money for these. Nope. Not spending money on them. It's bad enough I spent money on them out. Oh, I want him. Oh, I will definitely complete Chapter 7. That's not an issue. Okay. Quit staring at me. In-app. 221.
My demons are quiet here.
Mostly. Alright, so let's do this priority quest that is waiting on us. Then we're gonna go try and run this pit. Not pit, but thingamajig. I wanna die. Just kill me now. Oh my god, is this gonna load? What are we waiting on? The world is freaking... Okay, I'm so slow. I need speed on my shoes.
For they heard the call and will shake the gates of the hells. Brothers and sisters, the Gasra are no longer content to stay in their citadel. They come in with we sent our most. Perhaps there's good place find for our work.
Okay, let's go get them. less of a cocoon. No, not me though. I'm good with that.
I need to keep looking. I'm too late.
Cut hidden.
Stop where you are. You're not a Castra. Then you saw what happened.
Your loss is
It's the labyrinth stretch. We made it. We were sending it. We could.
Don't worry.
Perhaps you are the.
Okay, what was that called again? Hoarfrost Demise. Let's see if I have one. Shall we? City. No, I do not have one. Compasses. So let's find Hoarfrost Demise. Figure out where that's at. Let's actually go to the right area. Let's watch. Archives. Netflix Lodge. Frontier Gate. Hidden City. There it is. I have another priority quest. I wonder what that is. Where's that at? Guess we need to go here. We'll be back. I know where it's at now. Kitty, what you need?
By the gods, what a sight! What's not special about it? New delicacies, games of fortune, colorful icon. Never seen the spires of Tongshi's temple nor walked the sacred roads. But it won't stop me from celebrating as hard as any Chanel. I'm not sure that. Although all sanctuary was created with 2 moons. Legend says one of the moon's ancestors, and I thought to hide all these stories from my childhood. Name's Ying Yue. I'm here for the show and from the north. So are you. My family returns to festivals like this all the time. It feels like
Okay, so I need to be charged by a shrine.
Are you seeing this? That moon looks right, as if you could even heard the shrine. Better go revel in their boons while you still.
What are you doing?
Oh shit. Oh my god. Hi. I am.
Sorry, did I scare you?
I did. Normally it makes a noise when someone drops in. I did not hear it.
Oh, I was
I'm.
being all stealthy. I was being ninja.
You successfully ninja'd right on your way right on in.
Oh,
Oh goodness. Oh well. I was just
how'd it
really.
go with Dad?
Oh
We still want to go home.
no. I wish
No?
I was wish. I mean he does, but he wants out of the
Kinda-
he wants out of the hospital, and
Yeah.
I've got to go when I go back tomorrow. I've got to talk to him about he wants to go to hospice. He's kind of given up.
No, no.
I know, and it's like I try to talk to him about it, but it's not like you can't talk him out of it. I try, and I'll talk to him some more about it, but I just kind of
Well, I mean, I can understand where it's like gloomy being in a hospital, and maybe like getting out of there would be beneficial.
I think
to
so
him
too.
mentally.
But really, what it's going to come down to is if he can't get back on his feet, he doesn't care. And I can't really say I'd blame him. If I lost my mobility, I'd be in the same boat. And it's just, it is what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, I still.
That's not what I want. But at the end of the day, it's not about what I want either. And it's because I mean, what I want is, I mean, that's kind of a pipe dream, right? I want him to get better, which may not. I have to accept the reality. May not happen.
Right.
And it doesn't matter. Apparently, I keep going to the wrong spot trying to do this stupid quest. But I just don't know.
Well, I think it's important to be positive.
I'm trying to be, and that I mean that's me, but the doom and gloom is set in on him, and I can't stop that.
Are you seeing this?
You know.
No, but I mean, I think trying to be positive about things and like you actually trying to talk to him about it. I mean, I know that you feel that it's like fruitless probably, but I still think that's important.
Well, I don't think it's fruitless, and I haven't given up. It's just, it's frustrating when every time you try to talk to him about it, he doesn't want to listen.
Right.
Oh my God, cat! Quit clawing me. You know you get fed when I go to sleep. That's how this works.
I'm hungry, Dad. I'm hungry.
Yeah, you're fucking fat asses. You're not hungry, I promise.
Yeah.
You're not hungry. You're bored. Just like I'm bored usually when I go to eat.
So I had like a friend on Facebook that was trying to sell me like these weight loss gummies, and I was like,
that sounds kind of shady.
So I was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Did I mention to you?
I don't think.
I don't remember. I don't think I talked to you much about it yesterday. My fucking Steam account got hacked. Did I tell you that?
No.
Yeah. So I get a fucking Facebook message from a friend of mine that I'm friends with on Steam also, and I hadn't talked to him in forever. And they're like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Oh, not a lot." And they're like, "Well, what were you wanting to talk about?" And I didn't even have any messages with them on Facebook. And I'm like, I'm thinking, I must have like deleted their messages ages ago or changed phones, and they just saw something I sent them. Like, I was like, well, not. And I'm like, I don't really know. And they're like, well, you messaged me on Steam, and I don't message anyone on Steam. Ever. So I go to my messages and all of my contacts are blocked. That everybody that's been online, and like they had literally gotten into it like hours before I got home yesterday. And I was like, I went and changed, and I went to my active logins on Steam, and I had one in Russia.
Fucking Russia?
Yes.
Wow.
So I went and changed my password, and I messaged everybody that they messaged and said, hey, listen, if you clicked on anything they said to click on, because they were sending some things, I said, change your password now.
Yeah.
I said, because there's a chance that, because I said, I got hacked, and they may be trying to get your shit too. I went and looked. They didn't. It's not like they spent any money or anything. It's just they were trying to get people to like go vote for something on this website, and I was like, all right, we're taking all that off there.
Yeah.
So
Nah, I don't.
I was very confused. I was like,
Yeah, though that's fucking insane.
it's a new one on me. I'm like, I don't know what you want to do.
Fucking
If you want to,
Russia.
yeah, Russia, fucking Russians.
God, what the fuck? Well, if you hadn't have like done anything, they may have eventually started.
Using my cards for stuff is what I was afraid of.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, I got it fixed, and it's no big deal. I changed my password, and it was an old password
Good.
that I'd used forever and a day because this Steam account's almost two
Probably old
decades.
as fuck.
Yeah, it's almost 2 decades old. So
Yeah, kind of like my email.
yeah, my email is older. I can't deny that. But
Yeah,
but
my email is like 20-something years old.
mine is too. My email my email outlived my marriage. I mean, like
Okay, well,
I mean, I had it before I got married. It's still around. So
oh, there you go.
yeah. So I mean, that's kind
Yeah,
of a
well,
joke.
mine had like I got locked out of mine, and so I was like contacting because apparently AT&T ended up buying out the Bell South or some bullshit or turned into Bell
Yeah.
South, and it goes through Yahoo and all this weird fucking shit. But anyway, but so I had to contact them to like get my email back, and like the girl calls me because I had to do this like last resort ditch resort fucking thing, and I told her, I was like, look, I was like, this email is like 20-something years old. I was
Yeah.
like, it's, and she looked and she was like, oh my god, it is. She was like, it's older than me, and I was like,
Yeah. Thanks. That makes me feel good.
like I'm an old fart. But like we finally got it situated because I didn't want to lose that email.
I'll tell you right now, if I
But,
lost my email address, I would be in deep shit because like almost all my stuff is linked to it. You know, like
Yeah, see, that's me. That's why I was just like, look,
Uh,
I need to get in my shit. It's not like I use it for anything except for like my shit. But
Yeah.
you know, and then Dad sends me stuff or some, you know, stuff like that. But
right.
and all my for donating blood last time, I got a $15 gift card.
Ooh, they're paying for the blood
Mhm.
now. You know that's
Well, usually if they don't have like something to give away, like T-shirts, or I think they have like fucking socks that were hideous. Oh my god! So I just trudge around in them. But
Blood
usually if
socks.
they don't have something like that, yeah. But they usually like give a gift card or something like that. So it's kind of weird, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, still, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Dad ever accepts his, and I'm like, bro, accept it and let me have it.
It's
Give it
free.
to me.
It's free.
Yeah,
Just
right?
take it. I mean, it's not even really free. You gave blood for that. I mean, literally, you bled for this item. Go ahead and take it with you.
Yeah, and them digging in my damn arm again. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, no thanks.
The guy that like put the needle in, he was like, "Your vein's right there," and he's like, "I'm right over top of it, but I can't get it." And I was just like, "Ew, don't tell me that." I was like, "You're gonna make me fucking sick."
So
He's like, "Call him."
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
go ahead.
No, go on. Finish your story, and I'll tell mine.
No, so he like calls the other guy over there, and he's like, "It's right there. I just can't get it." And he's already been digging in my arm, right?
Yeah.
And they have like phlebotomists have a rule that they can't stick you more than 3 times.
Right.
But apparently, if they have it in your arm, that they're allowed to just like rub that thing all over the fucking place, which they have done. Like, there was one time where you could see exactly where they were like going back and forth in my arm with the damn needle.
That's pretty bad.
Like, yeah. So this guy comes over there and he's like digging around. He was like, "Yeah, it's right there." And he's like digging and digging. And I was like, "I'm sorry, I have really terrible veins, I know." And he was like, "No, it's a really good one. It's just hard to get to, and I'm like, okay, well, can you tap it and like let's get this fucking done?
Yeah, can we get this show on the road?
No. So, and usually, that's usually what makes me sick when I give blood. And then I get sick, and then Dad gets, like, sympathy sick.
That ain't good.
And he's, like, the biggest baby. I'm just like, just leave me the fuck alone. Just lay me back, give me some juice, and leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
But he's over there, and they're, like, putting clothes rags on
Yeah,
him
he's about to pass
and all
out.
this. Yeah, and I'm like, you puss. But that guy finally got it, and then, like, it ended up quitting. So he's like, well, I'm going to have to readjust it again. I'm like, oh, my God. So he finally, like, got it, and they finally got the blood, but,
Fucking vampires.
yeah, and one time I went, and apparently it clotted in the needle. Like, I had finished, like, they pulled the blood, and they had finished, but then you know how they pull all of those, like little sample things.
Right, yeah.
Like, not only do you give a pint of blood, but then they take all of like 5 fucking vials of blood for testing.
Right, because they gotta make sure you don't have like 85 billion diseases and shit.
Right, exactly. And so it had clotted before when she was trying to get those vials. And she was like, I'm either gonna have to stick your other arm or throw this out. And I was like, just fucking stick the other arm. I was like, I've went through this bullshit. I was like, you might as well just go ahead and
do it, yeah.
And she got that, and, you know, got them filled and everything, but like, the reason that I go, I mean, I know it helps other people, but Dad, where he has to take testosterone, it raises his hemoglobin.
Really?
So so Randy actually tells him, like, you need to go donate blood. And he was like, don't tell them that you're doing it for your sake, you know, medically, because they won't do it.
Right, because they're not supposed...
Like, when Dad goes, like, your hemoglobin can't be over, like, 19-something for a man. And, like, Dad was, like, right at 19, so when they pull his, they actually pull, like, a bag and a half.
Really?
To drop his hemoglobin, yeah. And I'm over here, like, anemic, having to pop iron pills because my iron was, like, it was too low the time before last. And so I started my iron again, and so it was, like, 12-something. It was below, like, 12.5, so that's the lowest that you can be as a female to donate.
Oh, okay.
And so I've been taking my iron with my calcium, or not my calcium, my vitamin C, because it helps the iron absorption.
Yeah.
And my iron was up to 14. So that was good.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, how I got started in doing it was, I was like, first of all, you know, it's going to save somebody's life. Like, you know, my mom, when she had me and PJ, she had to have blood.
Right.
And
a lot of women do.
Like, yeah. And it was actually somebody from the military that she got blood from, and she was like, I was so terrified for the longest time. She was like thinking I was gonna get like AIDS or something, because she's, you know, that's when
that was a big
started.
deal. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was like, for years I was terrified about that, and I was like, my God, Mom. So yeah. And I've seen some of the people that go down and donate, and I try not to be judgmental, but some of those people that I see in there, and I'm just like, and I know, I'm like, these are good people, and they're here to do a good thing, but Jesus.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, could you bathe before you come in?
Yeah, exactly. Like, there was this one guy, and God bless him, I was just like, oh man. I was like, sir, I know that you're doing something, and, you know, it's an honest to God good thing, but damn.
Yeah.
And, like, they had actually overbooked that time, so we had appointments, because we, like, go through the app and get appointments.
Right, so you can go in and get out.
Right, and so he had an appointment, too, and apparently they took so many walk-ins that they didn't bring enough ice to pack all of the blood. so they couldn't take us. And like this dude was seriously fucking offended. Like he was mad as hell. And she
Wow.
was like, "Well, you can still take a T-shirt." And actually, the lady that's over this section
Yeah.
for Red Cross actually sent out a text message to me and Dad and was like, "I'm so sorry about, because we didn't say anything. We were like, well, okay, we made an appointment, and that's kind of bullshit, but all right, whatever."
It's
And
not like they can really. I mean, yeah, it was their mistake, but so be it.
well, and it is what it is. And she reached out, and she was like, "Well, I'm really sorry." And I was like, "Well, I understand." I was like, I get it. And I was like, "It's a good thing." I said, "The only regret that I have is that, I didn't get to donate and help somebody."
Right.
And so, yeah. But, I mean, she was like kissing ass. She was like, "Did you get a T-shirt?" She was like, "I'll send you one." And I was like, "No, I got one. I got two, actually."
And it's like, I took 2 T-shirts.
Well, I asked that lady, and she was like apologizing because that guy was being like super rude.
Well,
And I was like, "Can I have another T-shirt?" And she's like, "Well, yeah, okay."
I mean, to a degree, part of that, their response like that is there's a severe lack of people that do donate, and they don't want to
Right.
piss anyone off that
Right,
does.
exactly.
Even if it's because like if they come back twice, I mean that's more than most people do.
Right, exactly. And, and that's like what I told her. I said, I was like, I understand. I was like, it is what it is. And I was like, I'm not mad. I was like, the only thing that, I'm really, like, that bothers me is that I didn't get to help somebody. I was like, but, other people did.
Right.
I was like, so I'll be fine.
Yeah. Exactly.
But, and she's like, "Well, did you get a T-shirt?" And I was like, yeah. I was like, it's all fine. But it was just surprising that. And I asked Dad, I was like, "Did you get it?" He was like, "Yeah." So I don't know if that guy like complained to corporate or I don't know.
No. I mean, they were probably just they. Anytime, like I said, anytime they probably piss anybody off that does this, they're like, ah, shit, we may have just lost somebody that won't come back. Because it's not like they make a lot of money off of this.
Exactly.
I mean, and they have to pay the technicians, and sometimes they'll use students and stuff like that to offset some cost. But
Well, I remember. Well, no, that was when I had my surgery. When I had that cyst removed, and I was going over to Texas Tech. That's where I had my surgery.
yeah,
And of course, they had a lot of students in like that were following the doctors, and like they're almost there to be in the doctors, but they're making like the rounds with the doctors, and that's why I said that everybody.
They're doing their residencies.
Yes, exactly, and that's why I said that
I watched Grey's Anatomy.
Everybody in Texas Tech OBGYN has seen my hoo-ha. I'm just going to tell you.
Yep.
There was once that it was, because I made Mom, I was like, surely to God, because every time I went, they would give me a pap exam, and I was like, surely to God, that, they just did it 2 times, surely to God. So I told Mom, I was like, well, just go back there with me. So I had this awkward moment where Mom is in there with me. I'm having my exam, and there's a nurse and 3 doctors in there. And the one doctor was a female, and I will tell you, I will never go to another female OBGYN because I asked Mom after she left, I was like, did she just stick her head in there? I was like, what was she doing?
She was going like, spelunking.
Women are rough as fuck.
Well.
Like, I give you men that. In that profession, you guys are delicate.
Well,
women just don't give a shit.
That's because we don't want to get in trouble.
I don't know, and maybe it's just because it's like a hoo-ha and guys are like, oh, I should be careful with it, but that doesn't mean like that somebody that has you would think that somebody that has a hoo-ha would not be
as rough. Yeah
exactly. Like you would think like, oh well, this show I have to go through this shit, so I'm gonna be nice about it.
They're out for vengeance.
Yeah. They're like, me in this damn profession, I'm gonna take it out on you.
Oh goodness, that's funny.
But yeah, no, when I went over there, like one of the guys that was taking my blood, he comes in and he was like, "So I'm a student," and he was like, "Is it okay if I, if I take your blood?" And I was like, "Okay, that's cool."
Yeah.
And he did a great job. Like he tapped the vein and it didn't hurt. And I was like, "Bro, you did a good job." He was like, "Was everything okay? Were you comfortable?" I was like, "Yeah, bro." I was like, "You did better than 99% of people that have ever
Ever done
done
this?
this." So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's cool.
but yeah, I was like, "You'll be a good one."
Yeah, you will do well, sir. You will do well.
I couldn't be a phlebotomist though. Like it weirds me out so bad. Like blood and shit. Oh
I'm not a fan of needles. That's
no, I'm
me.
terrified of them. Like I can't watch when they're. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Notice of Frenzy Dead. That's freaking level. Oh my god, I got an item 70. No, throw that shit in the garbage.
Oh, so I got on Sky again today,
Yeah?
and my little friend,
Yeah?
like they added me. They added me
Oh.
on there. So
Yeah?
they just showed up today, and I was like, "Oh God!" and start squawking again. And I put on the most annoying voice that I had, and just
Yes?
started squawking back. And he finally left.
Oh my god, that's funny. It's
But
kind of
like,
sad. Kind of sad, but funny.
well, I kind of remember where I was at that point. Just beginning, and it's hard. Like if you don't have
Yeah.
somebody to help you, it's hard.
Yes.
And I get it, but like I said, don't just sit there and squawk at me.
Yeah. Like, listen, don't be annoying about it.
Right. But he or she, I was like, they're cute as hell, and I was trying to help them what little bit that I was on there because I was like getting my candles and stuff for the event, and I bought a dragon mask
Ooh, Dragon Mask.
at the New Year event, and but yeah, they just showed back up, and I was like, who? For a second, I thought it was you because he looks like you because he's just beginning to, and I was like, wait, what? And I was like, oh no, it's you.
It's you.
I was like, hello, bud. Come
Yeah.
on, I guess.
It's like,
Like,
they're
and
back
he doesn't give me
again.
the option. This motherfucker doesn't give me the option of grabbing his hand. He just grabs me, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this, I guess. He or she, I assume it's a he because they still have that hair, but
They use the
I don't
male
know.
hair.
Yeah. But like I said, they're Japanese, so
Yeah.
we can't communicate.
Makes it kind of difficult for sure.
Yeah. So he
The-
just squawks at me.
As I said, the devil language.
Yeah, devil scratch. Like it's funny because I'm getting to where I can read and write Korean better, but I can't hardly speak it for shit.
Well,
I mean, once you kind of master Hangul, like it makes sense, but it's the speaking it.
becomes a little. It's just not. Yeah.
Yeah, no. But I mean, there's some things that I can say, or I understand what they're saying in when I'm watching stuff.
Yeah. So it's like,
And,
I took French in college, which was horrendous.
Interesting.
Which was horrendous.
I would say so.
I did not like it at all. I mean, let's just go with that.
It sounds interesting.
It was not. It was. I ended up dropping the class because I was going to fail some other classes if I didn't.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
And he told me, he's like, "Why did you drop? You're doing so well." And I said, "Because I don't need French for my degree."
Exactly.
And I've got to pass physics, and my physics professor is an engineer, and I don't do well with engineers.
Yeah.
So I ended up, dropping French so I could pass that. But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
He said one of the things he said, and I believe this. He said the sign that you're learning a language is you can go to the country and watch TV.
Right.
And it's just what you said kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah, no, I mean that's like I can understand them when I'm watching it. I mean, there's some things, and if they speak too quickly, I think that's one of the problems with being Southern is we speak so slowly.
We do speak slow.
Especially, where I've traveled all over, and people like when they, I'm just like, can you rewind that?
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to roll that back.
Yeah, tone that down just like 5 notches, and we'll be good.
Yeah.
But so yeah, and I've been watching like a lot of my K-dramas and stuff like that in Korean, and I'll have like the subtitles on just in case. But I'm getting better, but like as far as fixing it, I don't know if it's our accent or what, but it just does not jive. Because I actually have like the what the hell is this thing called? Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, the thing that they sell for helping learn languages,
Mm-hmm.
like Babbel or something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, yeah, it's like, well, Rosetta Stone was first. And then they came out with Babbel, but Dad got Rosetta Stone for me and him because he was trying to learn Spanish better
Yeah.
for whatever fucking reason. I have no idea. But so yeah, he bought it, and like that's how I got like the Hangul and all of that. Because some things, hello Lou, what is it, Lily? What? Can you go potty? Can you go potty?
Let me out! I gotta poop.
Yeah,
I need to poop.
probably.
You need to get off for a second and go. You need to go walk the dog.
Oh no, I'll take her.
Okay.
So let's go up. No, you can't come on. Stay there. Come on, let's go potty. No, we're not going that way. We're going this way. Come on.
It's not the way Dad takes me.
Yeah, exactly. And Dad's like, "How's Lulu?
Of
You doing
course.
okay?" Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I think you love her more than me.
My dad's asked about his cats more than anything else. I don't think he cares so much about his own health as much as he cares about how the cats do.
Yeah. 3 girls. Hello, we're not going up there to bitch. No.
Why not?
I feel like to go over and bitch the neighbor's dog. Come on.
Neighbor's dog's a dick.
Come on. Yeah. They're like, come over here, motherfucker. And their cats come over here and like, buddy. When she sees one, she's all over it. Alright, good girls. And Tink is, I think she's like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
So she's our little old lady.
Oh.
She just likes to sit in front of the fire. I didn't want the fireplace on, but she came over and she was like staring at me. She's like, I need to bake in front of the fireplace, please.
It's time for me to cook. Literally.
So she comes in, like, she gets right back in her place over here. Go. All right, baby. Just get night-night treats. Come on. But yeah, they go off and I get the children. So lovely.
Oh, to be honest, you like the children. I know you.
I do.
I know you do.
I love the children, but
Good.
sometimes I would like to have a break from the children.
Well,
God bless them.
someday you will.
I don't know.
Or you'll just have to deal with something else.
Yeah. I'm getting it, Lulu. Wait. Uh-oh.
Problem?
How'd she get
It's a problem.
Well, I'm out of Lulu's not treats. Hers are bigger. It's like the dental chews.
Yeah.
So I gave her a couple of extra of the pinky size.
It's like, okay, we can handle
Okay.
this. We can do this.
Yeah, she's like, whatever. Just give it to me.
Oh, not nothing. Oh, good girl.
Oh,
Here, I'll sit right there, okay?
finished one of my Grim
It's your turn.
favorites.
Okay. So, like, Silent Hill is on the TV, and I've never understood this fucking movie.
Silent Hill?
Yeah.
Is it the original or one of the sequels?
I guess it's the original,
Okay.
but I have never fucking understood that.
Alright. So,
Don't even start explaining it.
okay.
I don't want to know. I don't need to know.
I don't.
Like, did it?
So most theories are, she crawls in there, and she like starts to suffocate, and then she wakes up.
Yeah.
Most theories are she died.
See, that's what I'm thinking because,
Right
like,
there.
at the end, her husband is in there, and basically she died and went to hell,
Yes.
and like her husband goes in there, and like there's nobody there.
Right. So the town has been punished for torturing this little girl and burning her as a witch.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Well, yeah.
And her daughter was birthed from the child that was burnt. She was the goodness that was left in her. And she's drawn back to it for whatever reason. In the video games, Silent Hill is not in one place. It shows up in multiple places. People are pulled into Silent Hill.
So it's kind of like hell, basically.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. It's
that's my come away
it's
from it.
so confusing. And the theory of her dying though goes out the window with the sequel.
Oh.
Because she gets out.
Interesting.
She and her daughter get away. Or either
So it's kind of like a Dante's Inferno sort of thing, like where he goes through purgatory and hell, and then he gets
Yes.
out. But I mean, he's
Yes.
actually alive, so.
Right. And it's confusing to me.
Yeah, well, I've not, like, I saw it way back when, and, like, it's just been on the TV. It was on the TV, like, back when I was
Yeah.
talking to Dad. But,
All I know is the cop was hot. That's all I went with on it.
yeah, it's a strange, I've just kind of been, like...
You just blew that right
gets
off.
my attention every once in a while. What?
I said, all I know is the cop was hot.
Oh. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna deny that.
I mean, I had a thing for girls with short hair at one point in time.
Ah. Yeah, I've had short hair. I much prefer longer hair. It's so much easier to deal with.
What, longer hair is? I was about to say, I think
Yeah.
short. You think long hair is easier to deal with than short hair?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, like, I can just put my shit in a bun
Yeah?
and go to bed, and I am good. Like, if I wake up the next day and I have to go somewhere, I can take it down and it's all curly and shit. I'm like, this works. If it's short, you have to, like, tame that shit down. No.
I have been. I trimmed mine down. I think you've seen the pictures. It's like I had them trim it down to 3/4 of an inch, which is what I've done. Which is what I've done in the past. And I have had so many people say, "Grow it back out," and I'm like, "This is what it looked like 4 years ago." Matter of fact, it's looked like that more recently than that because whenever I get my hair cut, this is where it goes.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Grow your hair back out." I think they're just all I think they're all annoyed I'm bald. Or I'm going bald anyway.
It's like, with Dad, like, I've been making Dad cut my hair because Mom has always cut my hair. Like, even through high school and everything. I'm weird about people touching my hair.
Aww.
I don't like wet hair to touch me. Like, as soon as I get out of the shower, my shit goes in a bun. It's a thing. I don't know why. It just,
It just is what it is.
It's just gross feeling. Yeah. But my hair got, like, super, super long this last time in between. And I finally just went in there and I was like, Dad, you're cutting my hair. And surprisingly, this man does a good job.
Well, that's
like,
good.
It's, like, I mean, I'm just like, all you have to do is get it straight. I was like, if you leave any wispies, I'll take care of that. But I mean, he don't. I mean, he might leave like one little place, like around my ear, where he doesn't want to like jab the comb in my ear like mom does.
Right.
But he usually like leaves that. But I mean, that's it. I'm like, all right, well,
We
I
can
can
live
live
with
this.
that. Yeah, we can deal with that.
But I had him cut it shorter this time, so it's like when I take my hair down from a bun and it's curly, it's a little past my shoulders. So, but I have had my hair as long as like down to my, not my waist, but like down to my hips, and that was a catastrophe of itself.
When I cut my hair off in high school, I'm sure you remember how I looked. The ponytail. So I got my hair cut. I got my hair cut 2 weeks before my interview with TVA.
Oh God.
So I was 21 when I got it cut.
Yeah.
And you know when I started in like freshman year or so.
Yeah.
The ponytail was 22 inches.
Damn.
Just the ponytail. That took it up to my shoulders when they cut it.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Was it traumatic?
No, I was ready for it to go.
I understand that.
I had
like
not
mine, when-
I had not
mine-
had short hair in, ever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and I walk into Food City, which is where I worked at the time, and it was so funny. It was so funny. I mean, to me, it was funny. To some others, it was not so much. But I walk into Food City, and I've got my short hair, and I walk in, and one of my bosses, Joyce Sexton, was on the phone with the store manager, James. Oh God, I can't remember James's last name anymore. Anyway, and she's sitting there. Joyce was just an angry lady sometimes. She loved me to death, but she was an angry lady. And she's like chewing James's ass over something. Don't even know what it was. And the next thing she knows, she's just chewing. She looks up, she sees me, and she goes, "Oh my God, get down here. Victor got another job."
Oh shit.
That was her exact words. Victor got another job. I hadn't even gotten a job. I was just going for the interview.
Right.
But they knew I was leaving.
Yeah, but you already had that look.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh my God. Get down here right now." It's so funny. I remember I gave him a 1 month notice when I got the offer from TVA.
Mm-hmm.
And like 2 days before my 1 month notice is up, James comes to me. He goes, "All right, I gotta make you an offer." So she's like, "They want you to go into store management. Can I ask how
Yeah,
much?
no.
So she goes, "So can I ask how much you're gonna make starting off at this new job?" And I was like, to this day, I remember my TVA offer, which was $42,875 a year.
Yep.
Which I wouldn't roll out of bed for that anymore.
No.
And he looks at
But
me.
back then, that was pretty damn good.
Oh, what for a 21-year-old who was making $18,000 a year? I was tripling my pay, right?
Yeah.
So he just looks at me. He sticks his hand across the table. "It was nice working with you." I was gonna make more money than he did in a year because the store managers made like low to mid 30s at that time.
Yeah.
And he was just like, it was nice working with you.
Yeah. Right.
I think he said something like, "Are they still hiring?"
Yeah.
I've run into him over
No.
I've run into him over the years
have
too.
you?
Yeah, he quit Food City because
Oh.
they were evil, and I'm aware of that. And he just couldn't.
Oh, they can't be as bad as Kroger's.
Oh no, Kroger's is
Kroger's.
union. They're worse.
Oh, it was fucking awful. Like, I worked in the Starbucks in there.
Yeah.
And Like, but Kroger was over it, and God Almighty, me and the fucking management would clash because they would want to do things their way, and Starbucks
Right.
says, no, the
No.
fuck, you're not going to. We're going to do it our way, period.
Right. Right.
So I would situate everything like on the shelves the way that it was supposed to be because they sent actual fucking pictures of like it should look like this, period.
Make it look like
And then
this.
they, as soon as I like, okay, one day I set everything up and we had one of our corporate people come in, and I had went out on break, and I come in and the fucking lady from the bakery
Oh God.
had changed all of my shit. So I got my ass chewed out, and I was like, look, I was like, I understand, and I was like, I set it up like that. I was like, but I'm going to direct you right over there to her
Yeah.
because she is the one that fucked it up.
I did not do it.
And buddy, she went over there and chewed her ass out, and then she came over there and she's like, "Meow, meow, meow." I was like, well, I set it up the way that it was supposed to be, and I was like, I went out on break and you fucked with it, so
Yeah, I can't do
that's
nothing
on you.
else. Yeah, you made your own bed here, lady.
Yeah, I was like, you made the bed, you sleep in it.
Yeah, don't you
But
be dragging my ass into this shit.
like, I loved that job, I really did. But fucking Kroger's, man,
Evil.
yeah. Oh goodness.
Oh man.
But no, like when my when my hair was like down to my hips, like it would get caught in the car door.
Oh my
I'd,
God.
like shut it
Yeah.
out the door.
I
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
that happened many times, and I was finally like, okay, this shit's got to go.
Mine wasn't that long, but it definitely got pulled a couple times. It wasn't intentional, and it was
Yeah,
not a fun experience by any means of the term.
no,
I was like,
I know.
okay.
I caught my hair on fire in a candle because
I
I bent down. I lit the candle and I bent down and I wasn't thinking, and like
oh
my
my
shit went right into it. Oh, it was.
oh yeah, I could see that being a
Yeah, I was like,
problematic.
okay. I was like, that's enough.
Yeah.
I was like, we
Ugh.
don't need that going
No,
on.
no, no. We're gonna get rid of this.
But this is the shortest that I've had it in a while.
Really?
Yeah, but it needed it because it was getting kind of like, I don't know if it's just like age or what, but my hair has always been like straight as a board,
Right.
and I hated my mother because my mom has like curly hair, and of course I got my dad's hair. It's like fine as fuck and
Eh.
straight.
Mine was thick
And
until I got old.
well, I mean, I have a head full for somebody that has fine hair, which thank God for my mother for that. But I just did not get her texture. Like, she's got curly hair, a head full of hair, and, she's got good texture, and it'll do anything she wants. My hair? Mm-mm.
Not so
But
much.
it's gotten to where, yeah, no. But it's gotten to where, like, in the last few years, like, it's starting to get curly and wavy.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, when I put it in the bun, like, when it comes out of the bun, it's, like, all curly and shit, and it actually stays, because back before, if I'd even try to curl my hair with curling iron, my hair's like, ha! You wish, not today.
Not today,
But
Satan.
but now it's gotten to where it's just kind of, I'm like, okay, I'm good with this. But it's also kind of gotten to where it's like dry because I've never used conditioner, because my hair is that fine
Yeah.
textured, and so like conditioner. If I put conditioner on my hair is gonna look like I haven't washed it in like 3 years. But yeah, it's like changing. I don't know what it is, but I'm fine with it. Like whatever. At least it's kind of it does its own thing. Oh, okay, something else is coming on, and I have no idea what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's like another Silent Hill. I don't know. I'm just surprised I actually like get to sit in here and watch TV. Like I had a TV in my room, but I hardly ever use it unless I'm like playing on the games or like watch a movie.
Yeah.
But I never have control of this TV.
It's like I've
And
got the big TV.
no,
Did you-
I have the big TV.
Oh.
My TV in my room is bigger than this TV. It's just like they have the cable in here, like the news and shit like that. I don't have that in my room, but I don't really like.
I don't.
It's on. Mom usually watches the news all the time anyway, so like when I'm
Right.
walking through, I usually like hear what I want to hear, and I'm like, okay.
I have zero desire
But,
to. I check the news on the internet to try to stay somewhat up to date on what's going on in the universe. But
right.
with that being said, I don't keep up with the news like I probably should.
Well,
But
I mean, like
it's
like I said, Mom
depressing.
kind of
It's depressing.
it really is. But Mom likes to sit in here and like bitch at the TV with the news, and I'm just like, why do you? I was like, they're not going to argue back with you. I was like, it's
They
not going to
might.
change anything if you're sitting there bitching with them. But like, I get all the news that I need when I walk through them. Just like if it's something that like I find interesting or something that's important, I might stop and watch it for a second. But I'm not really a TV person. Like even the only reason that I turned the TV on today is because Lulu likes to have sound in here. She gets really
Yes.
weird if we're gone and she doesn't have sound in here.
Sound is a
So she's
big
always,
thing. I get it. I get that. Get that. Get that. Get that. You know what I mean?
I mean, for me, like it can be completely fucking silent in here and I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm
Like
not.
I'm that kind of person. I, it's just, I don't know. Like for me, silence is kind of like a golden thing because I don't ever have it. So I don't know. That's just me. I guess maybe I'm weird, but
No. It's funny. There's a lot of people that have they have their emotional support noise and stuff like that in the background. I don't care.
oh no, I do when I sleep. Like I have to have that, and of course I
Well,
leave those sound machines on in there for Gracie during the day because, you know, I leave them on in there constantly because she likes to have the noise, and I use them at night when I sleep. But yeah, I don't have to. I don't know.
yeah,
I
I
think
turn.
Dad's kind of like that because. Oh, go ahead.
I have to have like a sound machine-ish kind of thing as well when I sleep. Like I turn on like rain noises. I have to have it.
Yeah, see, mine's like a babbling brook or something.
Yeah, I mean it's similar.
If
And
I don't have that, like, I'm gonna hear the dogs next door barking, the fucking cows mooing, the chickens are going.
listen, I got you beat. I've had to listen to my
No.
upstairs neighbors fuck.
Oh God.
So let me
Okay,
tell you
so
right now,
Yeah, no, that.
that chick moved out. Thank
Okay,
God.
you do have me beat on that because I lived in an apartment over in North Carolina, and for whatever fucking reason, I don't know what these people. I don't know if they were fucking or like exercising, but they were right over my room doing this bullshit, and they would wash fucking clothes in the middle of the damn night. And they would put that motherfucker on turbo. So you can hear it like. I was like, oh my God. So I had a fish tank at the time. And of course, you know how you have the little air thing that goes into it and it vibrates?
Right, right.
So they're up there doing whatever the fuck it is that they're doing. So I take this thing and I put it against the wall. And it's like vibrating. It sounds like a damn vibrator. And like,
You're
it
lucky.
goes silent. And I was like, all right, you motherfuckers. I was like, it's on. I was like, keep that shit up. I was like, we can do this all night.
Be careful, they'll come invite you.
Yeah. But, oh my God. But yeah, I would not ever. I could not live in a place like that anymore. I mean, with the cows and the damn chickens and just the dogs. Oh God.
Well, that lady left. The girl that was doing that left. So I'm I'm grateful enough for that. So it's like
Yeah.
it's not an issue. It's not an issue anymore. I find like I was about the only person left in this building at one point, and it's me and the two black dudes that smoke shit tons of pot down at the end of the hallway.
I Oh.
We're the longest running guys living here.
Oh my god. So, I am petty as fuck. Like, you know, I don't bother anybody.
Yeah.
And people that were next to us, like, you know, we tried to be quiet and stuff. I mean, of course, we had Layla, and, you know, Layla barks. It's a thing. You know, dogs
Right.
fucking bark. And, you know, running around and stuff. And the lady next door, I mean, she was younger and, like, she had just had a baby. And, you know, it'd have been one thing if she'd have been like, you know, I just had a baby, can you kind of, you know, be quiet? But, like, she comes out mad as fuck. And it's, like, jumping all over us about being
Right.
quiet. And I was like, how can we be more quiet than what we are, you know? We're trying our best.
Yeah.
But she's just being an absolute bitch. And I'm like, okay, this is way overreaction.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna see you're being a bitch, and I'm gonna be a bigger bitch. So I start vacuuming and hitting like every damn thing that I can in that apartment while I'm vacuuming the floor, like the walls, the freaking. I vacuumed in the bathrooms. I'm
Yeah.
like, I can be petty. Them motherfuckers moved out like 2 weeks later.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, you know, I'm trying. We're trying not to bother anybody, but there ain't no sense in just coming out and being a twat.
No shit. It's like, all right, Karen.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly like, buddy. She just came out just fucking.
Came out swinging.
Yeah, I was like, all right, okay, you know, and we're trying to apologize, and like I said, she's just being a fucking bitch. I was like, oh, okay. And so I was like, I'll see you and I'll raise you. It's like I said,
That's
like when
funny.
Dad pisses me off and I make up their bed, I fluff his pillow because he hates it. I am that person. Like I will do some little shit like that just to like, cause I can't say anything. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fluff your fucking pillow.
You wanna fuck with me? I'll fuck with you. You fuck on me? I fuck on you.
One time, like the next day, Mom was like, "Did you fluff his pillow when you made the bed?" I was like, "Yeah, I did." And she's like, "He was bitching and complaining like half the night, trying to get that pillow like resituated because he has this divot in the pillow, and I don't
And
see how he stands it."
he needs the divot.
Yes, and I was like, "Fuck your divot."
Damn. I love my dad, but you know what? Fuck him. I will take him out.
I'm like, "All right, okay, we're gonna have an argument. Tonight. We'll argue." And then one time, like, I made up the bed. He pissed me off, and I was making up the bed. And I always, like, spray the beds with Lysol when I'm, you know, before I make them up. And so I, like, sprayed his side extra.
Oh God.
Mom, the next day, she was like, "If you spraying the bed?" I was like, "Lysol." And she was like, "Well, your dad was complaining." Because they have their air machines. But, like, when he was first getting in the bed, he was like, "God almighty.
What is this smell?
What the hell is that?" And Mom's like, "It smells like Lysol." He was like, "Well, Jesus." Like, I'm
Is
that
it the-
person. Like, I may not argue with you, but I'm going to do something.
Well, I'd rather you just
I mean,
argue.
it might-
Just argue. I'll be okay. I'm not an arguer. I mean,
See, I'm not either, but, like, if you piss me off, like, I'm going to do some little petty shit like this.
that's funny.
Fuck up your pillow.
I will shit in your bed like Amber Heard.
Oh, God, no, I wouldn't. That is... God, that whole, like, I watched a lot of that trial, and that shit was just...
I just
fucking
followed it
epic.
on the news. It was trash TV like nobody's business.
It was so good, though. Like, I usually don't watch shit like that, but just, like, Johnny Depp's reactions and shit, it was...
It was fucking,
Fucking-
classic, wasn't it?
Oh, it was priceless, man. And I've, like, gone back and watched some of the parts that I missed. You know, I just kind of watched it when it was on.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's...
I mean, they were both horrible people, is all I know. Like, if you really get
yeah.
into it, I'm like, I don't think either of
Yeah,
them
but-
should win. Like,
No, but like, who actually shits in the fucking bed and then rubs that shit in?
I don't
Like,
know.
who
Amber
does
Heard.
that? Like, okay,
Amber Heard does apparently.
So I dated a guy for a while that his ex took dog shit that apparently the dog had shit in the floor or something. I don't know. But she took it and rubbed it into the carpet.
Yeah.
And then I heard the Amber Heard thing and I was like, oh my god.
Brought back memories.
Shit.
God damn. You know, she tried to play that off. She tried to play that off as the dog.
Oh yeah, but like there's a
There's a
difference,
difference.
between
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know dog shit. You know dog shit and human shit. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
You don't. Mm-mm.
Namely consistency.
Yeah. Well, I mean the smell.
Oh,
Like,
that
dog
too.
shit smells like dog shit. You know?
Yes.
Human shit. That's
That stuff's awful.
no. Like I will smell dog shit all day before I will smell human shit. That is.
It was.
Like, but that, like, I might be petty and fuck with your pillow, but rubbing shit in somebody's bed is a whole new level.
That's a
of,
new level of what the fuck is wrong with you.
yeah.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that would be my luck that I would get one of those that just,
I'll
just
sh-
says unfathomable shit that I'm just like, why?
So, Amber Heard falls very firmly into the crazy hot matrix.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
that don't make up for the crazy. I mean, like,
Well, no,
you
no, no,
can-
no. There is a point where the crazy is too much. You don't care about the hot.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Like Megan
That's-
Fox, I imagine Megan Fox falls well into the too fucking crazy thing.
Oh yeah, no, she's kind of like some of the shit that I've seen like on TikTok and shit. Like she's out there, man.
Well, she was fucking Machine Gun Kelly. She probably has diseases we don't know about yet.
Oh God, are they not still together?
I think
mean,
they I
don't
think they
know.
are broke up. I think they're broke up.
Oh,
I think that she
bummer.
officially she turned too much into plastic that he didn't want to be with her anymore.
well, the thing that I saw, she was talking about like drinking each other's blood and shit, and I was just like, wow, that is
That's
gross.
That's a page out of the Billy Bob Thornton /
Angelina Jolie bullshit.
Yeah, like they were weirdos
Yeah.
too. They were weirdos too.
Like like you
Who-
know, I might be petty. I admit it. Like I will do some petty shit, but I ain't gonna like. There
No.
comes to a point where I'm just like, what the fuck. I don't know. People do some shit that I'm just like, I can't. Like it, my brain does not operate on that scale of strangeness. I'm strange. But-
Well, aren't we all?
Well, yeah, okay, fair enough. But like, that is, I don't know.
All right, so now funny story about Crazy Hot.
Oh God.
So I was outside at one point in time, and I opened up Facebook, and there was a reel, and it said best dating advice you can ever get. So obviously,
Okay.
I had to click on this, and
Of course. Oh God.
it's a video.
Did
of,
you ever get to watch?
no, I
get to
did
watch
not.
the NBA?
No, hold
Okay,
on.
Well,
I'll do that in a minute.
no, you don't have to watch it now. But you go ahead and finish your story. It's just you were talking about clicking on something. I was like, oh, did he watch it?
Okay, so this guy shows up. He looks like a college professor, right? He's in front of a whiteboard. He goes, "All right, so here's how we do."
Oh, I've seen this.
And he draws, like a graph and puts a line straight up it. He says, "All right, crazy's on the left, hot's on the bottom. Hot goes 0 to 10. Crazy doesn't go to 0. It starts at 4 and goes to 10." And he goes to the hot line and he draws in the middle. All right, here's where you get a 5. Now we're going to draw a line straight up. On the left side, that's the no-go. We're not dealing with that. It's not worth it.
Oh shit!
Now, we're gonna
I
go
don't
over.
remember seeing this. It's been a long time.
Do you want me to send it to you? I saved it.
No, continue. I'm enjoying this. Like I've seen it before, but it's
So
been
so
fucking
then he
forever.
goes over a little further on the hotline. All right here, about here's an 8. He puts a little mark in here, and he comments the whole time like, "This isn't to scale." You know, I mean. It's and he goes up to the line that he drew through the middle, right? The little median line.
Yeah.
He goes, all right, so down here in this bottom here, in between 5 and 8 on the bottom side, this is your fun zone. These are girls you hang out with, have a good time, go drinking, stuff like that. Now, above the line...
That zone.
What? What's that?
I think maybe I'm in that zone.
No. You're in a different zone. We'll get to it. All right, so above the line, we have the danger zone. This is not something you want to be in. These are your redheads, your strippers, your girl's named Tiffany. You avoid this at all costs.
So fucking accurate though.
Oh yeah, it's like avoid this at all costs. And now he goes back to his line for the 8, right? That goes up to the median. That on the left you got the fun zone, and he goes up to about height. So right about here on the crazy scale, you're about a 7. And he draws a line over to the right, so in between this zone, this right here, and the median line, you got your dating zone. These are girls you can take home to your family, let them meet your friends. They're still pretty fucking crazy, but, you know, they're worth it. You can stay in this zone indefinitely. A lot of people never leave it. Nothing wrong with that. Then he comes back down. All right.
That pillow zone.
What? What was that? And then he goes down.
That pillow zone.
Yeah. So then he comes back down on the 8 line, and he comes down. Now, right about here is a 5 on the crazy scale. Now, in between this, over here on the right, to the right of the 8, in between the 5 crazy and the 7 crazy, that's your wife zone. These are the ones you want to pick out for long term. You keep and hang on to them. You can usually deal with the crazy as you go along. Now, over here, in this little area between the 4 and the 5 on the right side of the 8, this zone doesn't exist. This is called the unicorn zone. These aren't real. We've never found one. But if you happen to spot one in the wild, we need you to capture it, keep it safe, try to keep it alive. We'd like to study it, maybe reproduce it. Now, if we go to talk about this, if you find one that's 8, and it's real chill, you have a lot of fun with it, and you're sitting here telling me, you know, I really don't think it's a 4 on the crazy. I think it's 2 or 3. I'm telling you, it's 2 or 3. Really hot, have a great time, real chill. I'm loving it. You got to believe me. They do exist. No, guys. That's a man. That's a tranny. Oh my god, this video is beautiful. It's way longer than that. Cause like he's got details like he's like these zones aren't he says it multiple times. These aren't to scale. You're gonna have these zones aren't necessarily they change a little bit. And women can change from one zone to the next zone in a heartbeat too. It's like, he's got it's like, oh my god. This guy is.
I remember it's been a long time, but I've seen that. Like
it's
pretty damn good.
It looks like a dude from the 70s giving a lecture. Like,
yeah.
Oh my
shit.
god.
That's pretty good.
I loved it. I loved it. I was like, strippers. Yep. I know where you're at. Highway to the danger zone.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I make bad life decisions. It's the only thing I'm consistent at.
I think we all do.
Yeah, but I don't make a single good life decision. I don't think I have in my whole life.
I wouldn't say that. Come on.
All right. Let me tell you the dumbest thing I ever did.
Oh shit.
2014. I just got my license, and we had retention bonuses, and they cut me a check for $10,000.
Okay.
So, I had just learned about this thing called the dark web. And I
Oh,
was like,
fuck.
what the fuck is this? And I learned
No.
I didn't buy anything.
Okay, good.
I didn't order any hitmen or children from Guatemala or copious amounts of cocaine.
Or weird fucking just random packages with
No, nothing
shit in
like
them.
that. And I get on there and I find the Silk Road, which is the place where they sold all of those things. And I'm like,
Oh God.
and I'm looking at it, and all the prices are in some currency I've never heard of, called Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
go, what is this? And it was $400 a Bitcoin.
Mhm.
And I started doing a little research. I said, this shit has skyrocketed in price.
Mhm.
And I made the dumbest decision I ever made in my life. I talked to my wife.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
we've got 10 grand sitting in the bank. We could invest it in this. It might double in a year.
Yeah.
And she told me I was an idiot. And I said, you know what, you're right.
Oh shit.
And I put nothing into it. $400 a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
$400 a Bitcoin, 10 grand. I would be
You know
a
how much-
multi-fucking millionaire.
Yeah. You know how much I bought into Bitcoin for?
How much?
$5. And right now I have, let me see.
When did you buy in? How much?
Oh fuck. It's been forever ago. I was like, you know what, $5. I'm gonna see what happens. And no, I don't wanna I just wanna see my it was forever ago. It was probably it's when it started going off the dark web and like coming into,
The mainstream?
being yeah.
That's when it
So-
shot up to 20,000 a coin.
I put in $5 and right now I have $147. I was up to 160.
So if
Right now it's kind of jumping around everywhere.
I had put 10 grand in and sold when it was 20 grand, it's 100 grand now, obviously. If I had put 10 grand in, sold it when it was 20 grand a coin, I'd have had over 10 million.
Yeah. I mean, it's
I
like if I'd have known
kick
back
my
then that it
I-
was going to do
yeah.
what it did.
yeah, I'd have
I
put
would've-
everything I owned into it. Everything I
I don't
owned.
even own a whole coin. I own like
Yeah.
0.001
Right.
something.
If I'd bought 10 grand worth
Yeah.
at $400, I would have owned
Yeah.
what, like 10, 20, 25-ish coins?
Yeah.
25 coins
That's-
at 100,000 apiece? $25 million?
Yeah. That's sickening, isn't it?
And I didn't do it because I did the dumbest thing I ever did, which was what I always did before I made a decision, which was discuss it with my wife.
Yeah. Well,
Because it's a lot. 10 grand was a lot of money.
yeah, I mean, it is. And, I can kind of understand her perspective, but I can also understand that, like,
If
just like where I was like, okay, I'll put in $5.
if I
lose
had
$5,
if I had put in $1,000
yeah,
and just not said anything, $1,000,
you should have done it.
I could retire right now.
Yeah,
I could have retired years ago.
yep. I mean, it's
And it
well,
makes
my brother was like, he was talking about it, and I was like, I actually own some crypto, and he was like, oh, what did you buy into? And I was like, I bought into BTC like years ago. And he was like, well, I heard this thing about Shiba Inu, and I was like, I'm telling you, don't do it. I was like, if you want to buy into something, buy into BTC.
Yeah, Bitcoin
like,
is
even
the
if you just
only
put-
one consistent. It's the only one consistent.
Yeah, I was like, if you just put $5 in, just buy into BTC. Well, he put into fucking Shiba Inu. He put like $10 in, and he's down like $5 because he
Yeah.
put it on my account.
Eh,
So he's like down $5, and I'm like, you dipshit. And apparently now he's like bought into Doge, and it's not really doing anything right
no,
now.
Doge
It's
is
like,
Elon's coin.
I know, and I was like, just let it sit. I was like, when I bought into BTC, I was like, I've let it sit.
Yeah, that's all you
I
can
was like,
do.
if you don't make any money, okay. Like if you lose a few bucks, like it's not like you're losing thousands,
Yeah, life will
just
go
let
on.
it sit. Yeah, I was like, just let it sit. But he doesn't listen to shit, so I'm like, okay. And he's like, well, Doge ain't doing anything, and I was like, well, I told you not to fucking buy into it. I was like, I told you to buy into BTC. I was like, I put in $5 and I'm up like $150. So shut the fuck up.
10 grand. I had the chance.
Yeah,
10 grand.
yeah, that like kind of
That
like turns
that
my stomach. I'm just
that
like, wow.
crushes my soul when I think about it.
Yeah, no, like I hate that for you. Like it hurts me. I'm like,
Oh, trust me.
oh,
I just I you want to talk about things that make you want to just go hang yourself right there. There
yeah,
it is. It's like
yeah,
all I had to do was for once in my life. Well, I mean, eventually I did finally stand up to her. I'm divorced now, but if I had
yeah,
just for once in my life just said, you know what, I'm right. I'm right.
yeah.
And
Well,
I had the money.
lesson learned.
I had the money, and I didn't do it.
Yes,
Yeah.
hard lesson learned.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Painful, painful lesson learned.
yeah, no, like that hurts me for you because like that would have been like awesome
That
for
would have been
you.
life changing for me.
Yeah.
Life changing. I would because my life would have gone a completely different direction if it's now. Here comes the piece of it that I also have to be honest with myself about. If I bought it at 400 a coin, would I have had the patience with 10 grand sitting in there to let it go up?
Well, yeah, to let it ride.
I don't know that I would have. When it doubled,
So,
I might have sold it. But
so that's where, like, with mine,
mm-hmm.
I mean, I know it's just $5, but like, I put it in there and I was like, okay, well, it kind of jumped to 15 and go down to 10. But I was like, it's sort of that you have to watch it every day. Like, and if you start losing, I mean, even if it's not money that you put in there, it's just money that you've made. If you're starting to
Yeah.
drop a lot, like, you need to pull it. But
Yeah.
if not, just let that shit ride. I mean,
Well,
that's my.
I know, and
And
you're
understand.
100% right. You're 100% right.
But no, I mean, I understand the temptation of, oh well, it doubled or tripled or quadrupled. I
Yeah.
should pull it. I need it. I should pull it. I understand that too. That's kind of like the concept of you sending me gift cards, and I'm like, I'm over here hoarding it,
Have you spent any of it?
just sitting on it.
Oh
I don't
my.
know what. I don't even know what to
Aw.
buy. You're talking
Aw.
about going shopping, and I'm like, I have no fucking clue what I would even buy. Oh,
Aw.
it's awful, isn't it?
It makes me feel
Like,
bad.
I don't know. I don't feel bad.
Well,
I'm just like, I will find something that I want to spend it on, but I
I
just don't want to
know.
spend it. I just don't want to just blow it for no reason because like you gave that to me, and I don't want to just spend it on some petty thing that you know.
I
That's
understand.
just my way of thinking.
I understand, but I mean,
Oh, what was that?
what was what?
I heard phew.
Oh, texts.
Oh,
I get texts all hours of the day and night from just
ugh.
everybody I know, and people have
Oh,
started to find out about Dad. So now, cause like,
yeah.
and now I'm having to tell everybody.
Well, that's kind of why I've also sort of like I haven't meant to leave you alone, but I've kind of like sort of stepped down a little bit because I know that you have a lot that you're dealing with,
Well,
and of course you're gonna have people like asking you questions and having to,
I don't.
talk to them about stuff. So
Well, see, here's the deal. I don't mind it when you do it, okay? Because you're
I
genuine.
know,
You're
but
genuine. A lot of other people, it's like I haven't talked to you in how long, and now you're
oh
like,
yeah,
and now you're wanting to be my friend. It's like you're just here for the tragedy. You care nothing about anything else,
yeah, I know those people.
and it it's frustrating because I'm not the kind of person who can just be an asshole and say go the fuck away.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah, because it's like you are not genuine. It's like they're not genuine in the slightest, and that
well,
just,
no, it's like, so that whole thing that went down in Rome County, I don't know if you heard about it, where that guy shot his dad and killed him, like here just a month or two ago.
no, I did not hear about
But
that.
so I never would have known anything about it. The guy that I dated from Midway, like all through high school and shit.
Yeah.
So it was one of his friends' dad,
Okay, you've
and just
mentioned
fucking
this to me.
yeah. So randomly, like I get this text from Brandy Jones, and like I haven't talked to her in I I don't even know when. Anyway, I've had the same number for like since cell phones came out.